Hello, my beautiful people. I hope you all are doing well. I know the energies right now are heavy, crazy. A lot of people are going through internal conflict, kind of myself included, like when we're part of a collective, we're drawn to each other. We tend to go through similar things energetically. So I am right there with you guys that are kind of going through these cosmic and collective shifts. We just had the 11/11/22 portal yesterday, and the energies are no joke. But you know what? We have to reframe that for ourselves and remind ourselves why these things happen. Sometimes the universe knows that if it doesn't create these uncomfortable emotions within us, that we are not going to let go of what we need to let go of. And this is just kind of like a clearing out process for things that no longer serve us. And this clearing out process actually began over these past 11 or 10 months. The Lionsgate portal, which took place on August 8th, was also another catalyst to this clearing out that we are all experiencing. So all of these different portals that come and go kind of up level us in some way. Some are more uncomfortable than others emotionally, some are more intense than others emotionally, but no matter what's happening, it's always happening for us and for our highest good. And I do feel like a lot of twin flames who are still experiencing some form of karmic situation that is kind of standing in the way of complete harmonious union, or is a contributing factor in any way of 3D physical separation. These divine masculines are going to be making changes within their environment. They're going to be realizing, kind of like pulling the blindfold off and seeing things for what they are, seeing people around them for who they are more clearly. This has been happening for quite some time, but a lot of people are stubborn and they're resistant to change. They kind of become comfortable in their discomfort, and these portals, these energetic shifts are kind of meant to push them out of the comfort zone of their discomfort so that they can get to where they need to be. And there's just so many levels of lessons and ascension, upgrades, higher levels of learning, downloads of light codes that's going on in the collective. I'm seeing this a lot even in the personal readings that I've been doing for many of my clients. So I thought today was a very important day to do another video to take a look into what we can expect with these energies. So I have with me today a couple different decks. I have the Starseed Oracle, the Moonology, the Star Codes Astro. I have my Everyday Witch Tarot, my favorite deck, and I have my Gilded Reverie Lenormand and Kipper cards, the Ciro Marchetti, I think that's how you say his name. His illustrations are just absolutely beautiful, as you guys can see. So I do find them to be very catchy. And I didn't even notice, look at that. This is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, and this one is the Kipper deck. And the Lenormand had the masculine at the bottom, and the Kipper had the feminine at the bottom. Talk about synchronicity. I did not even know that they had been put away that way. So today is definitely going to be an interesting day for messages. I am going to start, let's see, I guess I'll go ahead and start with the tarot. And as soon as I split the deck, I see the Star card. This tells me that some amazing magical healing is coming up for the collective. Maybe things like ancestral wounds that you didn't even know you had to heal, mother or father wounds that maybe you or your counterparts suffer from. A lot of my people in my collective also have abandonment wounds that they're working to heal and get through. So I am already picking up quite a significant energy of healing happening here. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell us. Oh, I'm going to take a moment to catch my breath. Let Spirit enter the room here. And whilst I meditate and kind of clear this energy that I am channeling, I would love if you all would set your intentions for this reading. You can do that in your mind, out loud, or in the comments, however it feels good to you. Take some deep breaths. Let's allow Spirit to enter the room. And here we go. What messages do we need to hear today? What is going on in the Twin Flame Collective? Let's take a different approach here and start with the Divine Feminines. What is going on with the Divine Feminines in the collective, in this collective right now? Queen of Wands. So immediately I feel like this is energy that you are stepping into, beautiful Divine Feminine. And this energy is going to be probably becoming more prominent in the next few weeks up through the next few months. Now, the Queen of Wands is somebody who is vivacious, ambitious, kind of has this leadership quality within her and within life to just go after whatever it is that she desires. And she is also very, very sexy. And the Lover's card here tells me that this is also a time when a deepening of intimacy can take place between divine counterparts. And this is in the 5D. I feel like the depths of your unconditional love will become deeper. I feel like you will gain an empathy for your counterpart that you didn't have before. Or if you already had all the empathy in the world, it's going to become deeper. You're going to be able to see things more clearly from their perspective, from the struggles that they are facing in their current life and situation. And I also feel your patience increasing as you step more fully into your power. And look at this at the bottom of the deck, you guys. We have the Emperor. I didn't even notice that. So we have the Divine Feminine stepping back into her power. And as she re-empowers herself, I see the masculine empowering himself, getting rid of his procrastination tendencies, taking a leadership role in his life and not just passively accepting whatever hand he's being dealt. He's actually making cognizant, active decisions in the creation of his life, his circumstances. And this all begins with making changes in their current environment that will allow them to feel more in control and empowered of their life as well. The Divine Feminine is starting to see her masculine more and more in his Emperor energy, even through the separation, because the 5D connectedness that we spoke about with this Lover's card has deepened that intimacy enough to where she is now more, her ability is heightened to feel into the emotions of her divine masculine, to be able to not just sympathize, but really put herself in his shoes and realize, yes, it's true. If I do this, this will be the consequence. And this is why I'm being asked to be patient, because if it's not the right time and things are happening, it's not going to last and it's not going to look the way that you had hoped. So with that patience increasing, I see an enthusiasm in the divine masculines increasing. I also see the same enthusiasm being mirrored in the divine feminines, actually, for different areas of her life. I see the divine feminine just kind of taking the bull by the horns. I'm literally seeing a divine feminine physically take a bull by its horns in my third eye. But I know that this has to do with her abundance, her sense of stability, her career, and the sense of power that she feels like she has in her own life. She has a new zest for life that's awakening in her. And I feel like this zest for life increases every time she sets foot outdoors. Like when she sees nature, she feels the fresh air, the trees around her. Or even when she interacts with other people, her energy is just simply going to be contagious at this, in the very near future. This is what I see the Divine Feminine stepping into. We have the Five of Cups here as a current energy, and we also have the Five of Swords, but 5 and 5. What do I say about fives? That means big positive changes coming into your life. And those big positive changes are also emphasized by this number 6 major arcana card, the Lover's card. Major arcana always to me symbolizes big changes. These are not just little tiny milestones that you're hitting. This is something that's going to be sudden, it's going to be big, and it's mostly internal at this point, because I'm seeing a lot of emotional and mental exhaustion in the collective right now, kind of like I said at the beginning of the reading. People are kind of feeling like they're at their wits' end with things. They are questioning everything around them. They're kind of feeling this void and like wanting to get out of this space that they're currently in. Some people may be feeling overworked, and some people may just be feeling dissatisfied with whatever is around them. Like, this isn't what I was hoping things would look like at this time, or there's so much more that's calling to me. Like, I want to be more, to do more, is kind of what I'm hearing a Divine Feminine step in to say here. And all of this is actually manifesting. This desire to be more, to do more is coming. And this sense of void, this dissatisfaction, this emotional kind of despondency, almost a feeling of boredom and apathy and frustration. I'm physically channeling the emotion of frustration as I'm tapping into this energy, and that's leading to this mental overwhelm and inner conflict that's going on right now. But these are all for the purpose of shifting you into this Queen of Wands energy. And of course, because twin flames are mirrored, this is going to be having the same effect for the Divine Masculine as well. The Divine Masculine will also find a new zest for taking control of his own life. I feel like the masculines for quite some time now have been either focusing on work as a distraction, or for those that have, existing families elsewhere, they've just kind of been trying to put their focus on that because they wanted to avoid what they're feeling here and here. But they're not going to be able to avoid these emotions anymore, is what I'm picking up. All of these energies are kind of shifting them, pushing them towards what they need to face and the changes they need to make in order to get where they need or want to be in their life. They're not going to be able to use anything else as an excuse anymore, is what I'm getting. Yeah, I'm hearing Spirit reiterate right now, out of your comfort zone. Absolutely. So all of this discomfort is actually geared toward bringing you more clarity in your situation, in your current life circumstance. Let's see what's up with the Divine Masculines right now. 6 of Swords, 2 of Wands. Interesting. So the Divine Masculines, as the Divine Feminine already kind of has her mind set on, she's completed this cycle of being in the decision-making phase. I am really getting that the Divine Feminine knows what she wants now, and she's just in the phase of cycling out what doesn't serve her, so she can jump to a higher timeline and begin this new journey. Because right now I feel like a lot of divine feminines are kind of in this in-between phase of, they just kind of completed this past journey where they were in the ascension process and everything was just, a muck in their hearts and their heads, like nothing was really clear, making sense. They were heavy. It was just really icky energy. But now they know what they want, they know how to get what they want, and they have this confidence because of this deepening of intimacy in these sacred relationships. She has this newfound confidence that her counterpart is on his way, that all of these things just have to play out, like there's no way around it. So I'm not going to stress over what's happening in the 3D, because I know that whatever is happening is leading him to me. Like every moment, every single second of every single day, my divine masculine is a step closer to me. This newfound confidence is exactly what allowed her to complete that cycle, and to, now she had been in this in-between phase where she hadn't quite began the next journey, because she probably was thinking that, okay, the next phase of my journey will include my masculine in the 3D. But now, when she's in this inner union process, where her divine masculine and divine feminine energies become in union within her, she realizes that her masculine is actually, in fact, always with her, and that his physical bodily presence in the 3D doesn't change that. So wherever she goes, she carries him with her and kind of tackles life with that mindset of, I'm doing this with my masculine. Do you see the shift here? Where it's not, I'm doing this for the sake of union with my masculine. Now it's like, I have my union with my masculine. I know the 3D is just catching up to me. I have my union. Now whatever I'm going to do, I'm just doing it with my masculine. Right now he's in the 5D. He's going to show up in the 3D and he's going to meet me right where I'm at. That I don't have to worry about whether or not, the whether or not part is gone. When this inner union happens and that confidence strikes, that realization happens, that union is yours. It's coming, like every single day, it's coming. That's when she's able to step into that ascended version of herself, and the divine masculine is able to make a choice and actually move toward it. For the longest time, the divine masculines had kind of been stuck in this decision-making phase, right? The masculines had been like, do I, don't I, how do I do this? I don't know how to do it. Will I ever even be able to do it? Am I good enough? Now the masculines are like, I know what I want. I know what I need to do. And now I'm actually going to take action towards it. The 6 of Swords is all about movement, and it's all about positive forward movement. And the 2 of Wands is all about, I have the world in my hands here. I just have to make my choice, because there's nothing that's out of reach. I'm literally holding this planet in my hands. And I have the freedom to choose whatever it is my heart desires that's available to me. And this realization hit the masculine kind of at the same time that the realization hit the feminine, that union is hers and every day it's on its way to her, no matter what. So that's when we start to see movement in the 3D. I still see slow movement. Notice all these people are on foot and they're kind of like in the middle of nowhere, I don't see any houses or buildings or anything, but they're just kind of like in the middle of nowhere, running off somewhere. So they're still traveling on foot. The movement is still slow, but the thing is, every day it is being worked on now. You're out of that 2 of Swords indecision phase. You're out of that 8 of Swords feeling tied up. Those blindfolds are off. The ties are gone. And now it's like, okay, every day, what step can I take toward this goal that I have? I've made my decision. I know which direction I need to go. What step do I take? This is the energy that I see coming in for us as a result of the portal that just closed out yesterday. But the energies, especially like the eclipse energies, are going to be lingering for another 3 to 6 months-ish, I think is the time frame. Look at this, you guys. Do you remember when I was shuffling for the Divine Feminines, we had the Emperor at the bottom of the deck? Now what do we have? We have the Empress, and we have the Ace of Wands. Cannot make this stuff up. The counterparts are coming into alignment here. When we had the Queen of Wands for the Divine Feminine's near future energy, we had the Page of Wands for the Divine Masculine's near future energy. And for the actual future energy, at the bottom of the deck, we had the Emperor. Here we have the Empress flying out. And the Ace of Wands is all about creativity, new beginnings, passion, bringing that spark back into your life that makes you feel like life is worth living, that there's, you know, things to be experienced and interactions to be had that gets you out of this hermit mode and, you know, out of your own headspace and into the creation of something new. This is extremely, like, I can feel my heart beating a little bit faster. My adrenaline is going at this time as I'm doing this reading. And I really feel like this is the energy that the divine counterparts are truly, truly stepping into as a result of all of these energetic shifts. I'm going to get a couple Moonology cards here and see just what the overall energy looks like. I split the deck and here we go. A new start is coming. Cannot make this stuff up, you guys. What does the overall energy look like, Spirit, for the collective? What is coming their way? You're good enough. How synchronistic, just like we were talking about with the divine masculines being in that Two of Swords mode in the past. Am I good enough? Do I deserve my feminine? You know, how do I even do this? If I haven't forgiven myself for what I've done, how can I expect my feminine to forgive me? Those thoughts, those limiting beliefs are over. At the bottom of the deck, the energy is gaining momentum. For those of you that have been following me for a while now, you know how much I love this card. This is kind of like the equivalent of the Eight of Wands card for me in tarot, where the energy is moving forward at warp speed. Good things are coming. We have, you know, the purple color here, which is, to me, just abundance, prosperity. It is also for the third eye chakra. And so, and also sometimes the crown chakra can have some of this purple, but it's like a clearing of your surrounding energies. It's a clearing of your environment. It's abundance entering your life. It's the zest that will make you want to travel, that'll make you want to communicate, that it's just such beautiful energy. Every time that card comes out, it's just like it's happy times. Happy times on the horizon. Just finish shuffling. Have faith in your dreams at the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. Emotions are running high, just like we saw with the Five of Swords and the Five of Cups, that emotional and mental overwhelm. But leading to what? And the cards are flying, you guys. This energy is all over the place. A new romantic cycle begins. And guess what? You see the Libra scales? It's balanced energy. This is where the reunion comes in with balanced energies. This is that final reunion that after which there's no separation for these twin flames. because it happens at the point where the inner masculine and inner feminine have united. It's not that in and out and in and out energy that we get so often, where it's like, oh, well, you heard from your twin flame and you spoke to them for a couple days and then, you guys blocked each other again. It's not like that. I'm seeing so much balance. Like in my third eye right now, I'm seeing the entire galaxy and all the planets and everything just kind of lined up in this even scale where, like none of the planets are even like this, like one above the other. Everything is just like on the same level and it's going straight across. This is the balance that I see coming in. And that saying, sometimes you have to make a mess to clean a mess. So emotions run high. We become internally, a muck inside. We become an emotional wreck. But when we come out of that, we are wiser. We have more clarity. We are stronger than we were before. And we have a new view on things that we didn't have before. So all that happens is truly happening for you and truly happening for your highest good. Definitely always believe that and know that, because there could not be more truth. Look at this, you guys. Cannot make this up. Andromedian energy adventure. Say yes to change. What did we say? The divine masculine is going to be making changes around his environment in order to put things into motion this time, right? The Six of Swords energy moving forward, confirmed by this. And this, look a little deeper, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. What were we talking about before I even started shuffling this deck, right? When we come out of these intense energies and emotional shifts, we come out wiser, we come out stronger with a strength that we didn't know we had. We build resilience, and we gain that new perspective on things that allows us to see the bigger picture, that allows us to see what all is going on, why it was necessary. We learn how to use the past as a tool to get us to where we need to be. We have this huge shift in perspective. So instead of, hurting over what happened in the past, instead of reveling in that pain, we kind of understand why that pain was necessary and how we could transmute it into light and healing. If the past didn't happen as it did, the future wouldn't look as it does, right? Energy is fluid. Everything is always shifting, but especially in divinely guided and protected connections, things always happen exactly as they are meant to. I feel like this is, I'm seeing in my third eye like a spiral staircase, and I feel both, the divine masculine and feminine counterparts kind of feeling like they're just going in circles right now, because remember, right now we are in that Five of Cups and Five of Swords energy, and that's what we're shifting out of through the energetic shifts in this portal. But what you feel like is, going in circles is actually this like spiral staircase, and it's leading you upwards. It's taking you upwards. You may feel like you're going like this, but in reality, you're going like this. You're going higher. And just because the motion is the same, it's this, it's that same kind of feeling. You feel like you're just, stuck in a rut, spinning your wheels like a hamster. But I just Spirit keeps putting it in my head, look at the bigger picture, look at the bigger picture, that you really have to look at the bigger picture to see that you're not stuck in the same place at all. In fact, You're so far ahead from where you had been before that really you need to look back to see how far you've come. And there is an end to this spiral. It doesn't keep spiraling forever. That staircase has an end to it. And there are doors at the end of that staircase where you can enter, this new dimension, this new reality with your person. Because it's not just a single spiral staircase. I'm actually seeing two staircases. The ones that meet at the ends. And I'm seeing a divine feminine going up one, and I'm seeing a masculine going up one. And both of them spiral, but at the end, there's a hallway where they meet, and they both get off at the same landing. And I'm kind of seeing this divine feminine dressed in like a ball gown with curls, and I don't know if that has some kind of significance. I'm getting like this fairy tale kind of feel to it, or like this Victorian era kind of feel to it. And I'm hearing a divine feminine say, our souls have danced like this for many lifetimes. So I feel like a lot of divine feminines could also be downloading past life memories and not realizing that that's what they are. And they're getting triggered, or they're getting emotional over it, or some are actually just like kind of feeling warm and fuzzy over it, and over the connection, and they're not realizing that deep within their subconscious they are starting to uncover past life memories with their twin flame when they were in union. I'm seeing a lot of things in my third eye right now. I'm not really looking at the cards right now because I'm seeing a lot of things happening here. And I feel like this is a hyper-specific message coming through, but I feel like there is a divine feminine here in our collective, someone who is subscribed to this channel, who was actually alive during the 1700s. Like, I'm getting the year 1760 very particularly for some reason right now. And she was very wealthy in that past life. And her divine masculine was, I want to say, like a butler in her estate or mansion or whatever it is that she lived in. And this was a forbidden love because of the disparity in social class and socioeconomic status. And because he was of that lower status within her own household, that that was the karmic energy that was standing between them in that past life. And in this life, her divine masculine is also not at the same socioeconomic status as she is. And that is keeping the divine masculine kind of stuck, or is one of the reasons why he's holding back, because he doesn't feel like he's up to par with this feminine financially. And he really has a strong desire to provide for her. But he feels like she doesn't need her because he has far less than she does already. And it's kind of intimidating for him to think how he could catch up to her financially, how long it's going to take for him to even get to her level, let alone surpass it, and how he's going to be able to provide for her without lowering her standard of luxury, or her standard of life, maybe. If this is for you, I really feel like it's going to hit home with you, like it's going to resonate, because subconsciously you are starting to uncover memories of this past life with your divine masculine. And when you hear me say this message, it's just going to hit you like you're going to know that this is for you. So I hope that this video finds you, and if it does resonate in that way, please do let me know in the comments. I love knowing whose energy I'm connecting with. And I'm actually not feeling guided to the Lenormand or Kipper decks, so I'm not going to pull any from there. But because the energies are so heavy right now, I will pull just a couple self-care cards for the collective. You know, just to kind of see divine masculine and feminine both, you know, to see what comes in as something helpful that you could do for self-care. I'm kind of going to take whatever comes through because these energies are embrace your body, be confident, be sexy, sensual, sexual liberation. So if you feel like you've kind of been holding yourself back from even self-pleasure or anything like that, you're being guided to release those energies because they really do, you know, build up inside of you. And the more you don't release it, you're going to notice your levels of anger and frustration increasing. So you could feel like crying out of the blue, everything could just agitate you so quickly, and you're going to wonder, why am I so on edge all the time? A lot of that is pent up sexual tension that you just need to release for the sake of your body to find some relief. A protection affirmations, oils, rituals, candles. So basically protect your energy is what I'm getting from this. Like, don't let the outside influences affect your energy to the point where it starts to interfere with what you feel like your quality of life is. Cleanse your energy. Yes, absolutely. Do any energy cleansing rituals. Use incense, meditations, baths, oils, you know, anything that you feel helps you. If you have protection jewelry, crystals, wear those, make use of them, and make sure you cleanse your crystals too, because they do internalize your energy. And then if you don't cleanse the crystal, you're just putting that same negative energy that the crystal is now encompassing right back onto your person, so it stops being effective and it becomes counter effective sometimes. So definitely be sure that you are cleansing your crystals and everything appropriately. If you're seeing the angel number 333 a lot, you are being guided onto the right path if you ever veer off. A lot of divine masculines especially are seeing 333 lately. Pay attention to your solar plexus chakra, you know, keep your confidence. Like we saw that Queen of Wands energy, right? You're going to be stepping into a more confident version of yourself in the near future. So just focus on your solar plexus chakra. Do whatever it takes to increase your confidence. Do things that you know that you're good at, and you know, kind of give yourself that boost from there. It is, you know, fall time right now, so depending on where you are in this world, you may or may not have very much sunlight coming out, but if you have access to it, definitely take advantage. Be prouder of yourself. You're working very hard. You did so much work to get to where you are right now. Believe me, I feel it in your energies. When I channel collective energies, I think I have over 1,000 subscribers on this channel, and when I do these collective readings, I can feel all over 1,000 of you at the same time. So I can tell you, you all have been doing work, and give yourself credit for the work that you have been doing. When I started to shuffle this deck and I split it, it said something about get a tarot reading to confirm your intuition so that you can, you know, kind of like calm your energy down if you are having a hard time staying grounded. I know some divine feminines are just going through this mental spiral where they're like, does my masculine still feel the same? You know, is there anything that, you know, they need to worry about or no? And so sometimes just getting a reading to confirm that Yes, your masculine still feels the same. Yes, you're on the right track. Those kinds of things are, like a form of mental health care as well, because you would rather get a reading and just, get some peace of mind rather than sit there and wonder by yourself and drive yourself crazy and go back and forth in your head and lose sleep and make yourself face uncomfortable emotions that are not necessary. So if any of you during this time especially are having a hard time tuning into your own intuition and you just feel like you need external validation, it's a good time to get some readings too. So I am going to close out this reading right here. I truly hope that it helps. I was really guided to get this message out there today, and I'm grateful that I was able to do it. I'm so sorry for my, sporadic appearances and my long absence prior. It's just been such a struggle because of family health issues and then taking care of family, the caretaker, they get sick often. So I was struggling with a lot of things, but I really, really hate missing making these videos because they're important. I know you guys look forward to them, and I miss you guys. I like being able to do this for you guys. So thank you so much for supporting me and being patient with me and for being here with me. If you haven't joined me on Instagram already, I will leave my Instagram handle in the video description box. Definitely come by and join my soul tribe there as well. That is where you can purchase a personal reading from me if you would like. And that is also where you can purchase my twin flame manifestation affirmations. I have some exciting news. I voice recorded my affirmations. This is a slightly different version than what I used to give to my coaching clients in the past. This is like a Reiki style spoken version of the affirmations, and it still has an introduction and conclusion. It's about 25-26 minutes in length. I can send it to you either via WhatsApp or email. And the price right now as an introductory price is $33.33. So this price won't last forever. It's just the introductory price. And then after that, it will be put back to $111, which is where I had it originally before I introduced it to Instagram clients. So if you want to take advantage of the low price, $33.33 for the voice recorded affirmations, definitely stop by my Instagram ASAP to purchase yours. And, those are designed to where you can listen to them on a loop in your sleep. You can play them on a low volume while you work at your desk, at your computer, even while you do housework, anything like that. People that have purchased them already within the first night have noticed shifts, and they have noticed a vibrational change within themselves, differences even within their own physical body with the energy levels that they have and everything. So you can stop by my Instagram, check out the highlight that's titled affirmations. You can see people's reviews posted in there. And if you are interested, definitely grab your copy soon. So you have two options. You have a PDF booklet for $150, which is all-inclusive, over 100 affirmations, tips and tricks for using them, mentorship guidelines, coaching guidelines that I used to give my clients, intro, conclusion, all of that. Or you have the voice recorded version that you can play anytime, anywhere, using headphones, Reiki style, spoken, in healing decibels and with light, relaxing background music. So a lot of people are really enjoying those, and actually many people bought both versions. They have written and the audio recorded versions, and they use both. So I highly, highly recommend. My clients who have purchased them highly, highly recommend, and I would love for you guys to be able to take advantage of the sale price. So I look forward to seeing you on my Instagram. Thank you so much again for joining me here and for all your support and patience. I do plan to be back more frequently. And I hope I can make that happen. So keep your fingers crossed for me, you guys, and I will talk to you again in the next reading video. Bye-bye.